And Viv Richards ran out 3 of the Australians. And now we have David Hooks in. He is facing Andy Roberts, the man who laid him out in that super test and put him out of cricket for weeks. And he's coming in at 3 for 26.
A fair chance of 1 or 2 really hot bounces here. It's the first, just offline, and reaction from Hooks. Bit of a job for Douglas Sangyu here, because I'm quite sure Clive Lloyd said to Andy Roberts, give him 3 or 4 real beauties, and that one was a beauty, but it was just a fraction wide.
Safe. And 4 runs. You wouldn't mark it down as the most convincing shot of the day.
Fortunate for Hooks, and it was a very short ball, but he was cramped. He's flashed it over the top of 3rd slip. He hardly moved his feet at all. So, enough edge to send it away for a very valuable 4 runs. 2 men in the deep on the onside for the bouncer. Hooks attempts to hook it away, and he does that. He just gets it forward to square leg. Got enough bat onto that to throw it away. That was a fine throw, but Hooks under pressure. He'll probably test him with the bounce and then push that one across towards the slips, hoping for the edge. Short delivery. It's an air chance. Could be 6 or out at 6. He's hit it well over the head of the man at deep backward square leg. That was the ploy from Clive Lloyd, but Hooks inside quickly. The crowd loving every minute of this contest. Took the chance, David Hooks.
What a fantastic shot. I say my heart was in my mouth as he went for that hook shot. He got it right off the middle of the bat. Not perfectly balanced. Back live now.
6 again. He's hit that one. That's a better shot. That was a glorious shot, that one. That was hooked forward of the square leg umpire. The ball before, he was caught out of position, but that one was a great shot from the young man making a comeback. Look at that crowd, they're loving it. 15 runs off the over from Andy Roberts. 2 magnificent hits from this young man.
I must say, I've seen most of it in my time on cricket fields all over the world, but those 2 shots were 2 of the most exciting moments I've ever seen. A young lad cleaned up by Andy Roberts just a couple of months ago, coming out again and wearing a safety helmet and picking him up for 2 glorious 6s. The first one perhaps a little bit out of position and off balance, but the second one of the great shots you would ever see.
Wayne Daniel, Greg Chappell driving straight. There's runs there for him. A roar from the crowd. They're alive now as Julian gives chase. Could be 4. It's rolling. 4 runs. Beautifully timed off drive. This big crowd enjoying the challenge thrown down by Hooks, and now Greg Chappell.
Press box in the coronation stand. Tony Coates
have settled into a great line and length to the left-handers, and of course it makes it very difficult for the Australians to push the ball away and score freely.
For David Hooks, there's 2 men down there in the deep. There's 1 square. This will be very close. The throw's good. It's wide. A good throw, and that would have been very, very close. The throw was wide to Peter Webb. Webb made the dive, but Hooks made his ground, but there wouldn't have been much in it if it had been a bail throw.
Well, unfortunately, not an accurate throw, and he was in. There's no doubt about that. He'd slid the bat across the line and in, and I don't think Lance Cairns was all that happy about that. I think he either thought that the ball should have been thrown in quicker or obviously more accurate.
Australia closing the gap, and they haven't hit a boundary in 16 overs, so it's been good running between the wickets. Good placement. There's Howarth, he's as keen as mustard. That's in the air, and it's safe. That's what Australia needed, and it's racing out to the cover boundary. Just cleared cover, possibly the top of Howard's fingers.
and raced away for 4 to David Hooks.
Well, a couple of shots like this off David Hooks, especially off the medium pacer, Coney, and Australia right back in the game. Hooks deciding to dispatch the fuller length ball and pick the gap beautifully.
Cleared half by a good 2 feet. This time he sweeps, and he sweeps fine down to Chatfield. Now the pressure starts to mount for the New Zealand fieldsman. We're aware that Jeremy Coney is showing the strain. Chatfield, Richard Hadley, John Wright.
Hooks facing Snedden.
Close, big shout. Probably just pitched outside the leg stump, but that was very close. Cut, straightened up.
Definitely pitched outside leg, that one. It's worth an appeal, but certainly not out. A good decision by Peter Connell. And a lot of pressure on him then, because there was a very, very heavy appeal from the New Zealanders.
Hooks faces Chatfield.
He's picked this one up. That's 6. That's a big hit. That's over line. That's 6 all the way. Brings up the 50 partnership between Vessels and Hooks. And look at that crowd go wild.
Maybe something along those lines. He picked it up beautifully and saw the ball pitched up around leg stump, followed through, and you won't see a sweeter hitter of the ball anywhere in cricket than when David Hooks is going.
Where there's a huge gap. That was exactly the spot that Hooks hit that steepling 6 just a few overs ago.
Well, he's gone for it again. That's high and coming down the ground. He's hit that fair and square in the middle. It's just over the line, and it's another 6 to David Hooks. Well, he didn't hit that one quite as well as the previous 6, but he hit it well.
Out to mid-off and to short extra cover.
That's a little outside edge they'll get to for this. Once again, Cairns coming around. That was a nicely placed, delicate little shot there by Hooks, which collected 2.
That was most unexpected. Everyone was expecting Hooks to unleash a terrific hit, instead of which he just glides the ball delicately down through the slips towards the deep third-man fence and gives Cairns a long run.
He's hit that in the air, and it's going way down towards the deep extra cover boundary. 1 bounce over the rope for 4. That's well placed by David Hooks. There's a man down there, but he hit it straight enough to get through the field.
Well, I think Hooks now is really going to chance his arm against the medium pacers. This is his opportunity. He opens the face of his bat, and away it goes over deep extra cover. Now, can he keep it away from the fieldsman when he lofts it?
Nearly aiming towards that big gap down the ground.